Coachella pays for its time in the sin bin. 2 Milwaukee power play goals evens the series at 2 apiece. 74,000 people for practice? Only in Wisconsin, only at Lambeau, only at Packers Family Night. The Bears looking to climb to the 8th seed, sitting just 5 points behind Evansville in the rankings. 3-time All-Star Chris Middleton has opted out of Milwaukee's $40 million player option and opted into free agency. Caldwell paid homage to Summit, stating, "I will never be Pat Summit. No one can. But I will strive every day to be someone that she would be proud of." Tennessee matched up against top 3 SEC rival Auburn, and luckily for the Vols tonight, it was just connecting. McAllen attributed his breakout performance to some words of wisdom from his dad. Hungry dogs run faster. The first time's a charm for Tennessee's A.J. Causey, delivering a fatal 9 strikeout performance through 7 innings in his first start as a Tennessee Vol. Things are heating up here at Summerfest as Wisconsin's 4 Division I basketball programs face off in the 2nd annual Alumni Charity Challenge. Former players from Green Bay, UWM, Wisconsin, and Marquette taking part in the charity event, raising funds for their favorite charities. But don't think for a second there aren't bragging rights on the line, especially between the former Badgers and Golden Eagles.
Of course, it comes down to Marquette and the Badgers. Couldn't have happened any better way.
You know, you always like to see the other in-state schools lose to you, but do well everywhere else. So since we were going against them, it was tough to lose today. But again, they raised more money, so they got a few extra points.
Steve Novak changed the format to 2s, 3s, and 3s, and we still come up on top. Diener's blaming the win last year. We're all shooting the same elements, and we got the trophy 2 years in a row.
In the end, it's the Badgers who walk away with bragging rights. At Summerfest, Katlynn Gill, WISN 12 Sports. Packers running back A.J. Dillon isn't just breaking through O-lines this season, he's tackling the children's book scene.
Did you like the book? Oh, thank you. I've never been an author before. I've never done a book launch. I've never done a book reading before. But it's been such a fun process, a fun project to do.
Our friend, AJ, who can bring people together with the written word.
With the platform that I have now, it's important to obviously shed light and spread awareness on things and great causes and organizations like my book, and encourage reading. There's some footballs in there's monsters, so I feel like as a kid it's something I would have picked up and looked at, just like the book, trying new things, and it worked out great. Run all the way to the end zone. Touchdown.
Dillon's advice for the little Quadzillas trying to score some touchdowns of their own? Eat your veggies and treat every day like it's leg day. In Grafton, Katlynn Gill, WISN 12 Sports. A bittersweet opening night for Tennessee as Lady Vol legend Bridget Gordon makes her return to Rocky Top, but this time as head coach.
It was great to be back and just wanted to make sure I made Pat proud. I'm a part of her legacy, and I didn't know how I was going to receive it, having to walk past the chair that I know that she sat in so many years. Got it pretty emotional.
Gordon wasn't the only Lady Vol making her debut tonight. Jewel Spears showed up and showed out for Lady Vol Nation, scoring 20 points, the second highest total of any transfer in their Tennessee debut. Number 11 Tennessee looks to keep the momentum alive Thursday night against number 18 Florida State. In Food City Center, Katlynn Gill, WVLT Sports. An exciting night for Tennessee basketball as the number 7 Vols move to 4-0 after a hard-fought win over the Terriers. And star guard Josiah James Jordan has made Tennessee basketball history, becoming just the 55th member of the 1,000-point club. And 30's contributions to Rocky Top's winning culture, Coach Rick Barnes says has not gone unnoticed.
And I think how resilient he's been and where he's improved his game defensively, he's got great hands. But he has been a huge part of this program in terms of the culture, everything we're about, what we want this program to represent. 9 years that I've been here, he's been a big part of those 5 he's been here, where he's done more than people will ever realize.
The Vols now get set to hit the road Monday night at Syracuse. In Food City Center, Katlynn Gill, WVLT Sports.
Orange and White Nation Report, brought to you by your Greater Knoxville Honda dealers.
After 18 innings of baseball on Friday, the Vols had just 9 innings tonight to pick up its 7th straight SEC Series win. Vols trailing 3-0 in the fourth, but with 2 runners on, Hunter Ensley hits this one down the left field line, and Billy Amick and Dean Curley run home to cut the deficit to 1. Now tied in the 6th, Ensley finds that same spot, and Curley slides home to give Tennessee the lead. Vols pouring it on. It's now 10-3 in the 6th, and how about this guy? Hunter Ensley with a 3-run homer as the Vols put up an 11 spot in the 6th. Ensley with a career-high 7 RBI. And, of course, the home run leader, Christian Moore, had to get in on the fun. Moore smashes it into the Florida bullpen for his 21st of the season. And how about the guy right behind him in the race? Blake Burke follows suit and sends this one out of the park. Vols run rule Florida 16-3 for the series sweep.
It's massive. You're so close to achieving really what's a miraculous day if you can win a doubleheader on the road anywhere in the league, but in particular against these guys, and they showcase some fantastic arms, and you know you might be seeing Cags on the mound potentially today, and we came up short. So the way the guys bounce back, I think it's a stronger group, maybe a tougher group is the right word, than we originally thought, and they keep kind of pushing that line, which has been fun to watch.
Over to ball tennis after sweeping ETSU in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Tennessee's next challenge, taking on Memphis in the round of 32. The Vols are looking to make the Super Regionals for the 4th straight year. The doubles point was electric. Johannes Monday went to work. This serve sets up the forehand finish. Him and Angel Diaz took the tiebreaker 9-7. James Newton is serving for the match. He gets the ace. Newton and Philip Appletower won the set 7-5. Then in singles, Diaz is on match point and delivers a perfect ball for the winner. He wins his match 6-2, 6-2. Monday, trying to get UT a point in singles, plays it short. Perfect placement gets him the chance to tap home the winner. He takes his match 7-6, 6-2. Vols sweep 4-0. Here's head coach Chris Woodruff on how his team's endurance paid off in a more than 3-hour-long contest.
It's like Pat Riley said, you know, I've read a couple of his books, and he always said that culture starts with being in world-class shape. You want to be in world-class shape, and you kind of get it from there. You want guys to suffer, and then you got to go through what he called the total. Then you got to kind of find out who's in it and who's not in it. You know, get outside of yourself and get into the team. But you're right, just conditioning played a huge part today.
And finally, back on the diamond, Smokies hosting the Shuckers on Star Wars night. Tennessee leads 1-0 with 2 runners on. Jordan Wogu gets a great swing on this one and sends it deep and out of here. 3-run homer gives the Smokies an early 4-0 lead. Shuckers cut into the 4-2 lead. James Triantos crushes one to the back wall, and he turns on the Jets and slides safely in a third. Next at bat, single down the gap, and Triantos scores. Smokies win this one 8-6.